On Apple Valley News now at 5, Washington reaches a major settlement with a healthcare provider regarding charity care.
And dense fog from Tri-Cities to Toppenish tonight. Sunny and clear elsewhere. I'll let you know what's in store for your weekend in my First Alert forecast.
And I'm Austin Reed, live at Clover Island in Kennewick. Today is Wear Red Day. We'll tell you what it means to you and why we are here at Clover Island right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. Cadillac and Providence St. Mary Hospital are part of a huge settlement with the state of Washington that will involve wiping out tens of millions of dollars in medical debt and refunding more than $20 million in bills that have already been paid. Washington Attorney General Bob Ferguson announced that settlement this week, saying that Providence healthcare system violated Washington's charity care law, which is supposed to protect people from getting stuck with medical bills they can't afford to pay.
But at the end of the day, Providence created barriers for tens of thousands of patients who were legally entitled to financial aid with their medical bills. They also sent many of their most vulnerable patients to collections. This is our fourth lawsuit to hold hospitals accountable for following Washington's medical financial assistance law, which is four too many, and is my hope that this is the last one.
Ferguson says more than 34,000 people across the state will be getting refund checks, and then around 65,000 will have outstanding medical debt forgiven. Now, Connecticut is set to become the first state to just cancel medical debt for many of its residents. The state will wipe out around $650 million in medical debt for around 250,000 residents this year. Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont said this will provide financial breathing room for many people in a state with a large wealth gap. To qualify, residents whose medical debt is 5% or more of their annual income, or whose household income is less than 400% of the federal poverty line. More than 1 in 10 Connecticut residents are saddled with medical debt that is past due.
This is not something they did because they were spending too much money. This is something because they got hit with a medical emergency. They should not have to, suffer twice, first with the illness, then with the debt.
According to the Journal of the American Medical Association, medical debt is the #1 source of debt collection, more than credit cards, utilities, auto loans, and other sources combined. And almost 20% of American households carry medical debt, which includes disproportionately impacting Black and Latino families. Let's switch gears here and talk about your forecast. It is once again very foggy out there. Stacey Lee has a look at what to expect this evening.
And it's funny you say that. Yes, fog through our area, but guess what? Sunshine in other areas. I'll show you a photograph a little bit later. 43 degrees right now. Legends Casino Skycam. Winds are light to nothing. That's why that fog is just sitting still right over the Columbia Basin all the way through up into the Prosser area. Our sunset at 5:02. But here we are. This tells the picture. We've got great visibility in Pendleton, Hermiston, Walla Walla. Not so much Tri-Cities, Prosser, all the way to Toppenish, and then it clears up again as you get into Yakima. Then that fog picks back up there in the Kittitas Valley. So that's been the situation today. Been tracking some light showers over the Blue Mountains today, and even a few snowflakes, much needed snowflakes up near Ski Bluewood. So patchy dense fog once again in some areas overnight. We could see it develop more widespread as the evening moves on. Rain and snow in the mountains, mainly in the northern Cascades, north of the area. Dry weekend for the rest of us. And get ready, we've got more rain headed our way next week, and we'll be talking about this guy here in just a few minutes. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. In response to the 3 soldiers killed by Iranian-backed militias, the United States military started a retaliation campaign today, launching an air attack on dozens of targets in Iraq and Syria. Now, according to the Associated Press, this initial strike hit command and control headquarters, ammunition storage, and other facilities. The airstrikes were carried out by manned and unmanned aircraft. President Biden and top military officials have warned that this retaliation campaign will continue over a period of time. Meanwhile, the president and the first lady, along with the U.S. Defense Secretary, witnessed the dignified transfer today of 3 U.S. Army reservists killed in a drone attack in Jordan. That taking place today at Dover Air Force Base in Delaware. The president also met with the families of 24-year-old Sergeant Kennedy Sanders, 23-year-old Sergeant Breonna Moffett, and 46-year-old Sergeant William Rivers before that ceremony. Here in Washington, state lawmakers in the Senate have unanimously passed legislation regarding Narcan. That's the opioid overdose antidote medication. Right now, only high schools with more than 2,000 students have to have Narcan available. But this new legislation, if it passes all the way through the state legislature, would ensure that every school has Narcan. That legislation now advancing to the state house. Student test scores in reading and math have improved for the first time since the pandemic. Those test score improvements noted last spring, according to a report released by Harvard and Stanford researchers. They tracked yearly test score data from 30 states, and specifically, researchers found students made up a third of the gains that they had lost in math, a quarter of what they had lost in reading since the pandemic era shutdowns. However, overall, test scores across the nation do remain lower than before the pandemic, according to that report. Now, the Educational Service District 123 opened a new audiology clinic in Pasco in efforts to bring more audio local services to our region. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma is here in studio. And Monique, you talked with the director of the audiological services this morning.
Hi, yes, Alyssa, I did. Well, Betsy Schlug, the director of audiological services, says that they offer free audiology services for children from 7 months to 21 years old. Shaluj says that their clinic is family friendly, and this is what they're reaching for with their new audiology clinic. Shaluj says that their clinic is family friendly. The clinic also worked in collaborations with their colleagues at Artful Response to create a mural for auditory training task, where the children match the painting images with their sounds that they're hear. Shaluj also says that they are also working with an early intervention team and districts to make sure that children get the care that they need.
The mission for us is to provide access and make it easier for families in the community to seek audiological care for their children. Depending on what kind of insurance you have, it can be difficult to get these services in our region. Sometimes families have to travel out of region to get these services.
Shaluj says that they are now scheduling families already and are accepting referrals. Sending it back to this desk, reporting live in studio, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Thanks, Monique. And they are running that clinic 2 days a week. Also on some select Saturdays, their bilingual audiologist from Walla Walla comes to town to provide that clinic as well. A consumer alert, Bissell is now recalling approximately 142,000 multi-reach and floor vacuum cleaner models over a fire hazard. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says the vacuum's battery pack can overheat and start smoking. Bissell has released 17 reports of vacuums smoking, 6 reports of battery packs catching fire, and there have been 2 reports of people being burned. 3 incidents related to minor property damage. They say don't throw the battery pack in the trash. If you have one of these vacuums, contact Bissell for instructions on how to deplete the battery charge and then get a free replacement. Tesla is also recalling 2.2 million of its vehicles in the United States over small font sizes on the warning lights. The concern is that it could increase the risk of a crash. The National Highways Traffic Safety Administration says this issue surfaced during a routine audit of Tesla vehicles. The Tesla says it's not aware of any crashes or injuries caused by the issue, and they have started releasing an over-the-air software update to fix the issue free of charge. Tesla says owner notification letters are expected to be mailed March 30th. You might be due some unclaimed money or property. According to the National Association of Unclaimed Property Administrators, more than 30 million people in the United States have unclaimed property. Now, that could be unclaimed money from bank accounts that aren't active anymore, unused rebate cards, uncashed paychecks, dividend checks, or life insurance policy payouts. The National Association of Unclaimed Property Administrators has set up a state-by-state database where you can search to see if you have something unclaimed. The website to search in Washington is ucp.dor.wa.gov. And by the way, more than $4 billion worth of unclaimed property was returned to its rightful owners in fiscal year 2022. The CDC is now warning about a link between a substance sometimes called gas station heroin and what they call a cluster of severe illnesses, including seizure and death. That is next, plus spotlight on a silent killer. We're live in Kennewick to talk about the importance of the national Go Red movement. And we've reached the weekend. Stacey Lee is tracking your first alert weather forecast.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Tonight, honoring the soldiers killed in Jordan as their bodies are returned home. Plus, tracking heavy rain, wind, and snow, and a new storm on the way. More Americans turn to the most watched newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Stan, you're right. The only thing better than video games
are virtual reality video games.
Especially when you're in a player versus player battle arena.
And you're right about Hollowgate being another fun thing you could do at Triple Play.
Yes, I win another round.
That makes Roy 9, Stan 3.
Epic comeback incoming.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more. All attached to a cozy hotel.
If I wasn't too big to fit in there, I'd whoop them both.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll get right to the point. It's the President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress.
Madam President, what's that mean for the average American?
It means saving $100 off every $1,000 you spend.
And Tempur-Pedic?
With bipartisan support, we've allocated a $300 gift with the purchase of any Tempur-Pedic.
And how will the people pay for these so-called savings?
Try 6 years no interest and free shipping. The President's Day Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Next DT, our exclusive with Grammy host Trevor Noah.
That's like the most selfish reason I do it.
And why he may call in a favor from pal J-Lo.
You just have to do it.
Next DT.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
A ski area on the Idaho-Montana border. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
Welcome back. The CDC is now warning about a link between a substance that's sometimes called gas station heroin and what they call a cluster of severe illness, including seizures and death. The drug is called tianeptine. It's not approved for any medical use in the United States, but is sometimes sold at convenience stores as a dietary supplement, which is not regulated by the FDA. The CDC issued a report detailing the reactions of 17 adults in New Jersey who had used tianeptine during the last 6 months of 2023. Of those, 13 were admitted to the ICU, 7 had to be intubated. No deaths were reported. All but 3 of the patients reported taking a brand called Neptune's Fix. The manufacturer voluntarily recalled the Elixir product earlier this week. The CDC report also says that at least 2 of the bottles contained synthetic marijuana not listed on the labels. Tianeptine is prescribed in Europe, Asia, and Latin America to treat major depressive disorder, but again, is not approved as a medication in the United States. Today is National Wear Red Day, and here at Apple Valley News Now, you can see we're all taking part. This is to support the American Heart Association. Cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death for women. Here in Eastern Washington, we're spotlighting that support at Clover Island in Kennewick tonight. That's where we find Apple Valley News Now's Austin Reed, who's joining us live with more. All right, we're having some technical difficulties there. We'll see if we can a little bit later in the evening. Now, the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women movement asks us to add a touch of red to our outfits to raise awareness about heart disease and stroke in women. We also spoke with Battalion Chief Michael Van Beek and with Richland Fire and Emergency Services. The city of Richland has made a big push in the past few years to improve the survival rates of cardiac arrest. Now we are going to turn it over to Stacy with your first alert forecast.
Good evening out there. Well, fog has been the situation for many of us today, and well, some of us actually had some blue skies. This is our Legends Casino Sky Cam in Toppenish. As you can see or not see, we've got a lot of fog there. 43 degrees outside. Our winds are light. If we could get a little bit of wind and help push the fog out, that would be great. I'll order that up for you. So here's our visibility around the area. We're seeing dense fog in the Kittitas Valley. Yakima's okay, but when you get down in those little valleys like where Legends Casino is down in Prosser, Tri-Cities, we've been stuck with the fog. Looking good in Pendleton, Walla Walla, Hermiston, but I wouldn't count on that for the rest of the night. Let's take a look. We have a pretty quiet day on Saturday, but Sunday we get another big band of moisture coming up, mainly impacting California. It could see some major flooding, heavy snow in the Sierra Nevadas, even into Nevada area. We'll see lots of snow there. Now that's going to start pushing up to the north. We'll see some snow in the Oregon Cascade Mountains and even some snow possible in the Washington Cascades later into the weekend. So the weekend outlook, again, Saturday we stay mostly clear to the east of the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities and Blues, though we do have snow impacting the area. Now here's what we're talking about on Saturday night into Sunday. You'll start to see this northerly flow. It's pushing down the system, and then you'll start to see a southerly flow, and that'll be a little bit more evident in our future cast. So let's take a look at what's going on. There's that snow staying down below the Heppner area, way out here towards Idaho, and then we see this system. It'll start pushing down from the north as it comes into those upper elevations, those northern portions of the Cascades, Omak area. Could see some snow showers up there. Idaho Panhandle, Spokane could even see some snowflakes. It's going to be rain down to about Connell, and then it starts pushing back up as we get that southerly flow with that atmospheric river. Here's our rain chances going through the weekend, looking good Saturday, Sunday. Next week, though, we're going to see more showers coming through the area. We're going to stay dry Tri-Cities on Saturday. Could see a few showers push through early Sunday morning. You might sleep through those, and then a chance of rain throughout the week. For Walla Walla, a little closer to the Blue Mountains, they have more chances of rain again for the next 5 days through Wednesday. So we're not quite done with the rain. I wish I could say we were done with that fog, but look for patchy fog developing once again along the foothills of the Blues. Definitely, we never got rid of the fog today. Tri-Cities and Prosser and Toppenish. Yakima, okay, we could see more fog developing there tonight. And this is a great photo, a viewer photo out in Prosser. They were up on Gravity Hill. We'll have to do a story about that sometime, but Gravity Hill, Prosser, up an elevation, but look at the fog you can just see hanging down. That's what we've been dealing with. So if you can just get a little bit outside of the area, you'll see some blue skies around the region. So thanks, Shelley, for sharing your photo today. Remember to share your weather photos with me. Just snap them, send them to Esley@AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Here's our planner for tomorrow. We'll see some sun breaks there in Yakima. Not quite as foggy today, and hopefully not. We could continue to see that fog in the early morning hours, hopefully breaking out around lunchtime as we warm up. By 4 o'clock, though, we'll see those cloudy skies developing again. In Walla Walla, look for some clear skies for most of the day. Temperatures staying in the mid-40s there as well. So that's our plan for the weekend, and we'll get your 7-day planning forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. I think we got those issues that we were dealing with worked out. Let's try and check in at Clover Island in Kennewick with Austin Reed, who is talking about heart disease prevention and overall heart health. Hi, Austin.
All right, take two. We apologize for those audio issues. Well, good evening once again, Alyssa. Yeah, we are here at Clover Island in Kennewick, where recently the city has been working on walking paths. And this really is a serious situation, according to experts, because like we've been mentioning, between heart stroke, heart disease, and other heart issues, getting outside, even when it's foggy and cold, is very important. If you were watching Good Morning Northwest earlier, right here on Apple Valley News Now, our Riley Fitzgerald spoke with a local heart representative who also has her own heart condition. Let's hear from her now.
And both me and my youngest son have heart block. And so what that's looked like is being really aware of our heart health, being really aware of our heart function and how we treat it on the regular. I think just the biggest thing is on this Friday, I love that people are wearing red. Let's connect with our loved ones and our friends and invite them to be a part of this because it is fun.
The American Heart Association's Go Red for Women movement asks everyone to add a touch of red to our outfits to raise awareness about heart disease and stroke in women. So hopefully you were able to do that today. Maybe you took some pictures and shared it on social media, or you're going in for an evening shift at work tonight. Put that red on. Now, we also spoke with Battalion Chief Michael Van Beek with Richland Fire and Emergency Services. The city of Richland has made a big push in the past few years to improve the survival rates of cardiac arrest by creating Heart Safe Richland. It's an initiative that focuses on CPR awareness. That's what it looks like, and then what to do if you see it happening.
So nationally, survival rates from cardiac arrest are not good, and they haven't been good for a while. It's about 10%. The one thing we're proud of here in Richland is that our overall cardiac arrest survival is about 23%, so over double the national average. Another positive thing is that when someone recognizes that someone's in cardiac arrest and actually performs CPR before we get there, the survival rates in the city of Richland jump up to 75%.
All right, so back out here live at Clover Island in Kennewick, experts say if you just get out and about and walk for 15 minutes a day, that will make a big difference. We'll be back at 6 from downtown Kennewick, and we'll tell you why then. For now, we're live in Kennewick. Austin Reed, Apple Valley News Now. Melissa?
Thanks, Austin. Coming up next, they're used in a wide array of items. Now the EPA wants to change the classification of forever chemicals. That's next on Apple Valley News Now.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction. Some bath remodels just cover up water damage. Fact. Bathfitter inspects and cleans your current tub area, and we make any necessary repairs before installing our product for a watertight fit. Bathfitter installations are built to last, with a lifetime warranty to fit your expectations. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Spin, win, and land on something huge at Wild Horse Resort and Casino in the $150,000 Mega Spin Extravaganza. Use your Club Wild Card to earn entries every day. Then join us every Friday and Saturday when we'll call winners to spin the Mega Wheel and take home up to $16,000 in cash and free play. Mega Spin prizes increase until someone lands on it. Will you win the biggest one? Start earning entries today. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
This Valentine's Day, discover the perfect treat for your loved one at Country Mercantile. From gourmet selections to sweet indulgences, we have something for everyone. Whether it's a box of chocolates, a bottle of cider, or a jar of homemade jam, we have the perfect gift to show your love. Shop online today or visit our store to explore our Valentine's collection. Make this Valentine's Day memorable with Country Mercantile. Visit countrymercantile.com now.
Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2024 inventory. Today through Sunday. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2024 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
We can. We will. We must.
Mattress Depot USA is saying...
Yes, we can.
Yes to Sealy Posturepedic.
Yes to Tempur-Pedic.
Yes to interest-free financing.
We're celebrating President's Day all month long with star-spangled savings.
Yes, we can.
But hurry, these presidential prices won't last long.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Before you head for the slopes, catch the Apple Valley News Now Northwest Ski Report. It's on air during weather, online at applevalleyNewsNow.com or on our mobile app. The Northwest Ski Report from Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Schweitzer Mountain Resort in Sandpoint, Idaho.
The EPA wants to label 9 forever chemicals as hazardous. Those are often called PFAs. They take a long time to break down, and that's why they're often nicknamed forever chemicals. These PFAs can be found in hundreds of household items and even in public drinking water systems. Studies have shown they are much more hazardous to health than previously thought, and they're dangerous even in much lower concentrations. Now, labeling them as hazardous would make it easier for the federal government to address the chemicals in its cleanup program. There are hundreds of PFAS that are used to make coatings to repel water, grease, and oil. They're also commonly found in cookware, carpet, and clothing. The EPA proposal will be open to the public comment for 60 days, then published in the Federal Register.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
After a car accident, the road to recovery can get quite expensive. An ambulance ride to the hospital, helicopter evacuation, physical therapy, the list is endless. Will the insurance company pay for all of this? And what about your pain and suffering?
Two iconic rock bands, one night of history. The Marshall Tucker Band, Jefferson Starship. Live on Cloud 9 Tour. Saturday, March 9th, the Legends Casino Hotel, Toppenish. All the hits. All the history. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster and Legends Casino Gift Shop. The Legends Casino Hotel, Toppenish. Saturday, March 9th.
Welcome to Walla Walla Regional Airport, where every departure is the beginning of a new adventure. From hassle-free check-ins to friendly staff, we make your travel experience seamless. Explore new destinations, create unforgettable memories, and embrace the thrill of discovery. We're excited to announce our 2 new Alaska Airlines flights to and from Seattle daily, and we offer free parking. Your next adventure begins with us, Walla Walla Regional Airport. Book your flights today at alaskaair.com.
Save thousands on the new Revolutionary Swim Spa at a one-time sale. Today through Sunday. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in 1 day only. New 2024 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Benton County Fairgrounds, Kennewick. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
At Bruce Heating & Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating & Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through March 31st, receive rebates up to $1,600 off on a new Daikin Fit system and thermostat when you finance through Bruce Heating & Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Tonight, a stalker hunting women. A young mother vanishes. Another mother gunned down. And then...
A minivan pulls up. I'm the one that got away.
All new 2020, tonight on ABC.
Does your phone have the Apple Valley News Now app? With top local stories, first alert weather, and an easy way to enter our contests. Make Apple Valley News Now your go-to information app. Search and download on the App Store or Google Play.
Traveling at freeway speed naturally increases your need to pay attention to road conditions. Merging, lane changes, exiting and entering the freeway require special skill. So stay alert and never text while driving.
Welcome back. We're taking a final look at the forecast. And of course, it is Groundhog Day. Stacey, you've been checking in with the various groundhogs.
Apparently, there's a network of groundhogs that know the weather. And Puxatawny, well, he gets all the credit around the country. But he didn't see a shadow, so that he's claiming we're going to have early spring this year.
Well, I've got my fingers crossed for that. I heard also Stumptown Phil down at the Oregon Zoo. I think his official name is Filbert. Also predicting an early spring, so groundhogs agree.
There you go. All right, let's take a look at your planning forecast in Yakima. We're going to be dry this weekend, more rain headed our way into next week. For the Tri-Cities, we'll see also a dry weekend, a very slight chance of showers, and if these come in on Sunday, it'll be overnight Sunday, like you probably will sleep right through it. But there comes that rain again. Yet another atmospheric river is going to be pounding the California coastline, and if we get whatever's left over, that's where we're going to see those rain showers coming in to next week. And our temperatures do slightly cool down, especially those overnight lows. Now, when is the fog going to go away? I wish I had the answer. Some of you didn't even have fog today, so lucky you. We have more chances of rain as you get closer to the foothills of the Blues. So not a bad weekend. You all have a great weekend.
Absolutely. Thanks, Stacy, and thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We're back tonight at 6, and you can always find the latest anytime on our website. That's AppleValleyNewsNow.com.